Sometimes legacy demands a fight to be made. 2 history makers. 1 unified champion. Natasha Jonas, Lauren Price. Welcome to The Gloves Are Off.
It really is going to be something special.
Natasha and Lauren are the 2 best boxers of the weight in the world.
On everyone's ladder, I'm #1.
When there's this much on the line, you're going to get an edge. It's a truly, truly great fight.
I believe I'm the best at 147.
We all feel like March the 7th is going to be an incredible night for boxing. You've got to be excited. Tash?
Yeah, I'm excited to prove a point, to prove what I know, and to come out with the belt and move on.
Lauren?
Yeah, I'm excited. Proud to be part of, such a historic night. And I believe I'll be having my hand raised and coming out with the belts.
Where does this fight sit in boxing history? In your head? In your career?
I mean, with respect, I think if I beat Lauren, she's still not the best name on my card. The other way around, I think I'm the best name on her card. And that's why she wants the fight, push for the fight. And, yeah.
Is she right, Lauren?
No, I think she'll be the toughest test for her. I believe I back her on she's my toughest test so far. But I think she's underestimated me, and she'll find out on March the 7th.
I don't think I underestimate her at all. I think Michaela Myers is a better all-round fighter, and I still feel that that's the best name on my card, regardless of the result.
So you're saying this means more to her than it does to you?
100%. Like, I don't believe, with respect, that like she says, she has won every round. It has been comfortable. There's been no one to actually bring a fight to her because she's had it all her own way. And the best person she's fought was a very, very poor Jess McCaskill, whose best performance was probably 2 years previous against Katie Taylor.
A lot of people went against me for that fight. Johnny, I think you did, including yourself.
Don't drag me into this.
You did.
I never.
And I still believe I've got levels to go. Yeah, you are right.
That's probably fair. You have got levels. You can only perform to what's in front of you. The same way I do, the same way everyone does.
Is Lauren on your level?
She's definitely my level. I think she's a great fighter. I just think I'm better. That's it. Whether it's BoxRec, whether it's the Ring magazine, whatever. But there's very little difference between myself, Lauren, Michaela Mayer, Sandy Ryan, Chantal Cameron, Katie Taylor. There's very little difference.
So you say there's bigger fights, but is this your hardest fight?
This is the biggest fight in front of me, so that's
hardest?
The one I'm confident. I don't believe so.
Is she right in saying that?
That's no disrespect to
She's going to think what she wants. She'll find out March the 7th, won't she? I believe in myself, and I believe I win this fight. And I believe, she'll find out that when she's in that ring, it's all it's fair enough saying it outside that Mayer's a toughest opponent. But when I'm in front of him and I start to feint, I start to move, I use my speed, then it's a different ballgame.
Do you think she really wants this fight with you?
Definitely not. No. It's not a fight that she wanted.
Because I believe there's bigger fights out there for me.
Like who?
Like Michaela Mayer and Katie Taylor.
Katie Taylor in our weight though, and you've already boxed her twice.
I've been as low as 130.
Yeah,
so
but you've got two world titles
well, I've
at
had them at
147.
154, and I'm not a 154 either.
No.
So I can move up and down how I please. I don't see why you think you're bigger than that.
I just think I'm a better fight. And I just think...
I don't. I disagree.
That's up to you. That's your opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lauren, we know you want this fight. Why?
I just believe, there's nothing personal, but I want to create a legacy. I want to win world titles. I want to become, a great when I turned over as Olympic champion, I wanted to move fast. And I think I've proven that I'm up there with the best with my win over McCaskill and how I've adapted in the pros, all right? I've had 8 pro fights. But I believe I'm the best at 147. And for me, Tasha's got 2 belts, something that I want to go on, you know, and become unified, undisputed. And that's just it. It's just a climb up the ladder.
On everyone's ladder, I'm number 1.
Yeah?
I am number 1 on everyone's ladder.
Not everyone's.
Everyone that counts.
All right, we'll see.
I don't know if you just talk, but I'd heard that you said that you could have boxed for a world title on your professional debut. Is that true?
Yeah, I believe that. Don't get me wrong, right? I've done a lot of learning and there's a lot more to come. But where I am right now and the girls who are in front of me at 147, I believe what I got beats them. And I've got a long time in this game.
What
And
do
I
you
know
think
I'm going to become a multi-weight world champion. But right now I'm at 147 and I believe I'm going to become undisputed and that's it.
What do you think of that? Because she's talking about people like you that she could have beaten
Yeah.
pro debut.
Definitely not. I think, yes, she has got a long time in the sport. Yes, she probably will move through the weights, but I don't know if she envisages being as successful as she thinks she will.
Do you think those kind of comments she'll be in for a shock because she's thinking she can do that on her first professional fight, or she's just reflecting the level that's out there?
I believe she probably genuinely thinks that, but the reality is like she was saying before, she hasn't lost a round, she hasn't been uncomfortable, she hasn't fought at anyone of any of that level. So to say, I can fight for the world title and beat a McCaskill, she probably could have. But to say that she'd beat me or Maya or Sandy, I think that's a bit far-fetched.
Is this a 50-50 fight?
I think most people have it in Lauren's favour.
What, have you got it?
Yeah, everyone knows how I've got it.
Is it a
Everyone
50-50 fight?
nowhere near.
Lauren?
I believe, you know, I'm better in all areas and I'll prove that on March the 7th. I believe I win and that's just it. People can think what they want. Obviously she backs herself and believes in herself and that's fine. But there's only going to be one winner coming out on March the 7th and that's going to be me.
Is it a 50-50 fight?
No. I'm better. Like I said, I'm younger, I'm too good, I'm too quick, and I'll prove that.
I think boxing IQ, I'm up there with the best of them. And I said it before, but like 2 of my most, I'd say, assets is my timing and my accuracy. And that'll be to speed all day long.
Lauren? What dangers does she bring?
She's a good fighter, and I believe I back her. She's my toughest test to date. She's, you know, she works well to the body, she's got a good backhand. She has got a good ring IQ, but I just believe I'm better in all areas.
Speed, power, precision, pace?
Yeah.
All of the above?
Yeah. I back myself.
That's what I expected.
You've not lost a round as a professional?
I don't plan to.
Still?
You will.
We'll see.
You will.
And does it bother you that you've not had that gut check yet?
No?
She has?
Yeah.
How do you know you'll be able to push through? How do you know you'll be able to
I just know
switch
how
it
I'm
round
built.
when things aren't going your way?
I just know I'm built. You know, all right, I might not have as much experience in the pros and we talk about pressure and me being the favourite. But when you go to an Olympic Games and you're world number 1 and you've got that pressure, a country behind you, Great Britain, your favourite to win gold, and you go out and you deliver that and you stood on top of that podium and you're going out to the Olympic final, there's no bigger pressure than that. And with pressure comes diamonds. And every time I've had pressure on me, I've risen and I will rise again on March the 7th.
Do you think she can cope with a real tough fight? You've been there, you know what it's like, you know what it takes.
Yeah, there's definitely moments in the fight, you know, there's the potential of cuts, there's potential of, you know, whatever that she hasn't experienced going down. And yeah, and just being behind, because it's okay to lose one round. What happens when you lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the fight's over.
I know fighters don't like talking like this, but you've experienced loss. Can you face that again?
I don't plan to. Don't plan to at all.
What did you learn from them?
I actually took out the positives and had to rebuild myself from the ground up, and I think that's made me a better fighter now. There was things that I was doing in my first and second and third fight that weren't right, and because I was winning, I didn't correct them. And then when you lose, you have to go back away and work on it and work with all the things you were doing wrong from the beginning, and I did that. And here I am now with, 4 or 5 world titles.
I'm not comfortable when people talk about my age. What about you? Because that's the main focus that people are looking at, that they mention about, amongst other things. Does it make a difference?
It doesn't matter. We've still got, the likes of Katie Taylor. I think she's only a year or 2 behind me, still performing at the highest level. And there's other male fighters that are still performing at the highest level and still pulling out, good wins. So I think that's more for other people than for the athlete themselves. Me, every time, as you expect in a camp, you're improving. Your times get faster, your weights get heavier, and as long as my body keeps doing that, then I'm heading in the right direction. I do everything and more that the GB setup can offer. I just do it different.
And that age subject, is that a motivation for you? Is that one of the key things you're relying on?
No, I don't need to rely on that, because whether we were the same age, I still believe I'd win. But I believe I have an advantage in that department, yeah, definitely. I'm 10, 11 years younger than her. Like I said, too quick, too good, and I believe that. Too young.
Where does winning take you?
I think this fight, I earn a lot of respect. I think it puts me up there to people believing, not just me believing in myself and my team believing in me, but everyone else, that how good I am. I respect her, she's a great fighter. But I'm better, and I believe this fight opens doors and different opportunities for me. I believe I win. I believe I win in good style. And I believe I win comfortable.
Points, stoppage?
Doesn't matter. But I believe I come out on top.
Do you have the power to do it?
I think we've seen that in my last fight. I've developed.
In fairness, come on, Lauren. In fairness, she wasn't, with respect to Mateus.
Was it Vanna there as well?
She was more of a fight than,
do you think?
Than Mateus, 100%.
I don't know.
No, I would beg to differ.
Well, either way, neither of you wanted to fight me, because if it was up to me and you would have been boxing in December.
I understand why you're chasing me.
I understand why you don't want to box me, I get it.
We've got you 2 March the 7th, and such a week. How big is that fight?
I'm excited and I'm proud to be a part of it. It's going to be a great fight. It's on Women's International Day at a historic venue, and I can't wait.
I boxed at the Albert Hall. Probably about 5 o'clock when nobody was in, but I still boxed there. Lifetime ago.
Did you enjoy it?
I won!
There you go. We'll have one thing in common.
You keep believing that. I'm the most decorated amateur to come out of GB. You're being a bit disrespectful.
Have you sparred?
I haven't sparred.
We have.
Well, I don't recollect it, so...
Maybe a year or 2 on.
Do you think Tasha should retire? Lauren, you call yourself the lucky one.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
So for me, it's nothing to do with boxing, because I haven't been lucky in boxing. I've worked hard to get to where I am. But I was brought up by my grandparents from 3 days old. And that's why I call myself the lucky one, because they give me another lease of life. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am now. And God knows what route I would have taken. So that's why I'm the lucky one.
What other sport did you do?
So I've played football. I got 52 international caps for my country. I've actually played against Tasha's sister, a 4-time world kickboxing champion. I've been on the team, GB Taekwondo team. I could have gone down that route, but I was better with my fists than my legs, so I switched to boxing. But like I say, I respect Tash because, like herself, like Katie Taylor, like Nicola Adams, like Savannah Marshall, like Clarissa Shields, they opened that door for me to switch over when boxing got introduced in London 2012, because that was my dream from the age of 8. Sat in the living room with my nan and granddad being inspired by Kelly Holmes.
So you could have picked any sport, but why choose to fight?
I love it. I was a centre half, that's why I got 2 scars on my head. I used to love slide tackling. Nutted a few people after the ball. So, you know, in the end, I chose the right sport and it's done me good so far.
Tash, you played football too.
Yeah,
You fell into this game.
yeah, again, just taking opportunities when they come.
Why did you pick boxing?
With football, I hated that I always give 100%, and this one could give 82, this one could give 75, that one could give 21. And I hated relying on anyone else, knowing that I always give 100% when not everybody always did. So when it came to boxing, it was like I didn't have to rely on anyone, it was all about me.
Did you feel like you were accepted when it came to boxing?
I feel like there was a lot of things that we had to go through, overcome, doors kick boot through, walls to knock down, for it to be easier for the people and the ladies coming after us. There was no Olympics, we made it happen. But we was that initial Rams, headbutt on the walls, you know, getting the doors shut in our faces, not having kit to go to tournaments and stuff. So it's great to see the way it is developed and the talent that's coming through. That's the way sport should be. It shouldn't be 10 years and still in the same spot. It always should be moving forward. It always should be progressive.
As an amateur, what did Natasha represent to you? Coming through, looking up at her.
Yeah, you know, like you said, they did pave the way, you know. Nicola Adams, GB girls. I wanted to get myself on the GB team. And like I said, they were the ones who opened that door for me to take that step into boxing. So for now, hopefully myself and Tash on March the 7th, we're 2 great fighters and hopefully we're inspiring the next generation as well.
2 Olympians, 2 cycles apart. Could your paths ever cross, or did they cross? Have they crossed? Sparring, in the gym?
Definitely sparring.
Have you sparred?
We haven't sparred.
We have.
When?
When you used to come with Lindsay, like when other countries would
When
come
did you
over.
finish amateur?
2014.
Well, I just got on the team then to go to the Commonwealth Games.
I'm not saying you was on the team, but you'd come as Wales with little Lindsay.
Well, I don't recollect it, so,
It was
you know,
definitely there.
but
Definitely there. Maybe it's too hard.
Lauren, you won gold.
yeah,
What was it like?
best moment in my career, and I don't think anything will top that. Being stood on top of that podium, Olympic champion, you hear the likes of Alexander Usyk, Lomachenko, you know, just to qualify and get to the Olympics, people don't understand how hard it is. But to go and win is something that'll stay with me for the rest of my life.
You said she only won because all the good people had left.
I don't think she beats Clarissa at 75.
Yeah, but you say that, right? The Chinese girl who went boxing in the final is now Olympic champion. She won gold in Paris. The Panamanian girl who went boxing in the
Don't tell me,
quarters
tell her.
is now Olympic silver medalist. And if you're saying that, surely you know what it takes to get to the Olympics. You're being a bit disrespectful in you towards them because
Definitely.
they are great athletes. Like anyone who reaches the Olympics, including yourself, you know what it takes to get there.
I know, 100%.
I don't know how you can throw that comment out there. And not even just the Olympics. I'm the most decorated amateur to come out of GB. So I think that's a silly comment to make, if I'm honest.
I think you said about, well, I'm Olympic champion and she's not, and that, like, your accolade overthrow everything that you've done. But there's great fighters who have never won an Olympic medal.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Fighters.
Would you have won gold in the 2012 squad against the 2012
Well,
squad?
I mean, I was only a kid, so no,
No,
because
if
I
you
was
were in that. We're making
inexperienced.
that comparison, like when you
Yeah,
won
I back
gold.
myself. I believe in myself. Yeah, I do. I believe that. I beat the Olympic
Nushka
silver.
Fontaine, yes.
Nushka Fontaine, right? I beat her
I
in the
rate her.
Olympics.
I do, yeah, I rate her. I know
Yeah.
you beat her in the final, yeah. That's the one.
I've beat.
I think, yeah, I rate Nushka. That's the only one I rate.
Well, you don't rate the Chinese girl.
You don't even know her name, so
Yeah, I do. Li Qin.
okay. Well, I don't rate her.
So, you don't rate her. She's Olympic champion. She switches. She's an awkward southpaw and she's orthodox. One of the most technical boxers out there. And I won unanimous decision in the Olympic final. So I think that says everything.
Tash, have people around you told you to retire?
Definitely. I think Joe's very vocal about, you know, when we've hit them highs, he's like, it's not going to get any better than this. It's not going to get any better than this.
That's the only reason why, not anything else. Is basically
Yeah,
saying
no,
you've
there's
reached
no performance issue or, you know, injuries or anything like that. He just thinks, you know, the big nights and the big fights, like, can we get any bigger? And every time we do, and here we are again.
You've achieved so much. Why keep going?
It's
Why not
personal.
retire boxing before boxing retires you? Why not do it at the top?
Because I like Lauren says, we are, every fight you're learning, you're proving, you're getting better. And I still don't think, you'll never be the complete fighter, you'll never do that. It's an impossible task. But I do still feel that my performances are getting better. As soon as I think that they're declining, that's when I'll say myself, but I make the decision, nobody else.
Do you think Tasha should retire?
That's on Tasha.
In your opinion, you looked her up before this got to this stage here. Did you look and think you need to walk away now?
I mean, for me, I'm not going to be boxing at the age of Tasha.
You don't need to. Yes.
But like I said, that's not for me to comment. That's how Tasha feels in herself. And if she believes that she's still at her peak in her A game, then fair on her.
The Royal Albert Hall is neutral ground. What are you boxing for?
To prove myself right. That's it. It's not Liverpool, it's not Pride, it's to prove myself right.
Lauren? You're getting a knock on the door. It's time to ring walk. What's going through your head?
I'm excited more than anything. I'm excited to show how good I am. I believe, you know, another level of me is going to come out. And that's it, really. You know, I believe I win this fight. It's big. I'm proud to be part of it. And I'll be walking away the winner.
Tash, what happens March the 7th?
I win.
Okay.
That's
You
it.
believe that?
I
That's fine.
100% believe that.
Listening to you both today, I'm excited, but this is the gloves are off. So you know what I'm going to ask? Do we get a handshake?
Yeah.
Sky Sports.